So basically where I've been the past 3 months is pretty much just at school. But one of the things that I also do at school, my major, I don't know if I've mentioned it before, is theater production design. So I don't do anything on stage, I don't act or sing or anything. Basically, anytime you've ever seen a play or a musical, there are people who design the sets, the lights, the sound, the costumes, pretty much every aspect of it. And there are people who design it, but I'm one of the people that like just builds it. I mean, I would like to do scenic design, but for the moment, I'm pretty much into like scenic painting. So I used to do carpentry and everything, but for the most part, the past 2 or 3 years, I've been painting sets. So it's something that I really love to do, and hopefully, maybe when I graduate, I can get a job doing it. I really would love that. But so I have been working on that. And one of our musicals that we did this year, well, our only musical and our biggest show of the semester, was one called Sideshow, and I was one of the head painters on that, so that was a big project. And although it doesn't look like we painted a lot, it was just like a lot of simple painting and like a few things that were really hard. And one of the things that I worked a lot on was this banner called Otis the Frog Boy. So it's sideshow, so they have like little banners and posters for like sideshow freaks and carnival stuff like that. So mine was some frog boy. His name was Otis, and I spent like a week painting him. So maybe after this little segment, I'll post the pictures from it. But I don't know. I mean, I also took videos of it opening night, and I'll put like the links in the whatchamacallit, the annotations. I'll put like different ones like top and bottom if you want to watch it. I mean, the filming's not the best, probably because there's a spotlight always on them, and that being very very white will wash them out. So I mean, if you want to see what I've been up to, you can always check that out. Um, I did have a scenic painting class, so I did a lot of work on that. And I'll see if I can post the link to my Facebook album that I made for it. I'll see if I can put that on, because sometimes, if you're not friends with someone and you post it, you won't be able to see the link. But I think I have it available for everyone to see. But I'll put some of the projects that I did there. One of the other things that I did, I had a metalwork and jewelry class, and it wasn't bad, but I'm not one to work on like such a small scale, especially with metal. So the soldering and everything was really bad. I made two very sad rings that I don't really want to show, because the soldering, just like when you have the circle part for the ring and then the pendant, or not the pendant, but the basically the stone sitting on top, like when you soldered it, you like I set it flat, and then once I put the torch on it, it moved. So there's like the ring, and then it got just like slanted, so it looks ridiculous. But I did have two little pieces that I liked, so I'll show you. Yeah, like this was just sort of a fluke one. It kind of looks like a leaf, the way that I had it folded. So I kind of liked it, and although my eyesight camera is not the best, there's sort of like a texture on here. So I liked it as just like a little pendant, something simple. And the other thing that really didn't qualify, neither of these actually qualified as projects, surprisingly enough, and they were my favorites, was just like a little peace sign. Yeah. And surprisingly enough, I am also I can't ever figure out how to work the camera, but I'm wearing tie-dye right now that I made last summer. But yeah, these were my two little favorite pieces. They were simple and fun to do, but I don't want to show anything else because it's not really good. But so that was one of the things I did in class. What other class did I have? I had an art history one, which was Renaissance to modern, and I didn't really like that too much because it was just too much memorization. But besides that, nothing too special with that. One of the other classes that I had, though, was rendering, and rendering for theater is basically, it's hard to describe if you don't know what it is. It's like a way of illustrating an image, like as a designer, but I didn't actually do any rendering in that class because we started our first project and we did that for the entire semester because the professor didn't really know how to push us forward, and I told him I had never built a model before, which is what we were doing, and we basically stayed on that for 3 months. But I think it came out decent, and although like you can't really see all the detail, this is just one wall piece. I actually knocked this door out a little while ago, but like you can see all the detail on here. I mean, it's hard because this crown molding up here has about like 7 layers on it. You probably, oh, you can actually decently see it. It has like 7 layers. The door frames have like 3 layers. The molding on top of the doors have a lot of layers. And then the door itself, like this one right here, has, I think it's the base door, and then 1, 2, 3, like 3 on top of that, and it's just like a lot of time consuming work. So that's one wall. The other wall, I never really completed the fireplace, but it came out decent. It's the same sort of concept on this one with the molding and the doors and stuff. So, I mean, you can see sort of how much like 3D detail there is, and this is my crappy back that I sort of just ended up taping, but I kind of liked my fireplace even though I made like a fake back to it. Like, you can see how each little part of the mantle comes out. So it was in 1/2-inch scale, and I had never really built anything that detailed, and then this was the center wall for that set, and we had to make 3 French doors, and I don't have them functioning so they don't swing open. It's just like one solid piece, which I'll actually take this one out because it was just taped in. Yeah, I mean, it's nothing, like, it looks really simple, but once you actually start making them in layers, it's extremely time consuming. But same thing, like I had the molding all up here, lots of crown molding right around here, and then I had these like little columns that just weren't working for me, and there's like all this detail, because if you look at the column, the way it goes in and out and in and out and forward and back, and there's just so much detail on it that to do it in a 1/2-inch scale, which means 1/2 inch equals 1 foot, is a lot. But I mean, for my first model, it's not bad. I mean, it's falling apart now because it's had to been transported back and forth to school. But those were the main parts of my class, I think. I didn't have anything else, did I? Monday, Thursday. No, those were my main classes that I had this semester. But yeah, I'll try to post the link to my Facebook album to show all the work that I did for my scene painting class. But one of the other things that I did a lot this semester, and I do a lot all the time, is I'm an avid concert goer. And I've come across a lot of people who say that they go to concerts a lot, but compared to me, my sister, and my friends, it's laughable because I don't even know how many bands we've seen this past year, but for Christmas and my birthday, my dad did get me a little flip camcorder. Hold on. One of these camcorders, and it's pretty great. It's the HD one, it's the Ultra, so it records 2 hours worth of stuff, and pretty much every concert I can possibly go to, I try to record everything. And since it was for Christmas and my birthday, which my birthday's right after Christmas, I've just been recording since January, and I think I have like 150 videos up there. So I'll post more links, like same thing up here and down here in the annotations when I get the chance. I've just seen a lot of bands through them. Some of them are like Every Avenue, I think I've seen 3 times this year. Like Never Shout Never, We the Kings I've seen twice this year. I'm going to actually a Loxley and Butch Walker show tomorrow in the city. Then the week after that, it's Free Energy and Jukebox the Ghost. Then the week after that, it's it's Free Energy and Jukebox the Ghost is back to back, and then an Amber Lynch show. And then the week after that is my surgery, and then the week after that is another festival. So I have a lot of I go to a lot of concerts, and it's kind of scary for some people. But, yeah, if I can, I'll try to post the links, and that'll just give you guys a better insight of what I do on my own personal time. But, yeah, thanks again for watching, and take care. Bye.